three kids, and today I'm very happy to share you the National Education Policy key points. Especially the National Education Policy has been introduced. The draft was introduced in 2019. At that time only exactly the world was encountered with all the pandemic, and in 2020 the National Education Policy has been completely launched across India in all the schools and colleges. The Indian education system is a well-renowned education system which is there existing till today. When the National Education Policy has been introduced, it's very important for the people to understand, especially the people who are in the field of education. I actually authored a book called Pillars of the Society. The Pillars of the Society is nothing but tips. That means teachers, institutions, parents and students. So they are the four pillars where they need lot of knowledge to acquire from the NEP. So once if they are understanding the NEP very clearly, then it is very easy for them to take it forward and to do implementation in their schools. It's very pathetic to say that there are a lot of teachers, even the head of the institutions, some of the principals, HMs, still they are unaware of lot of things, what's happening in NEP and what is NEP. And it's very pathetic to say that they are still clueless. Today we are going to see the key points of the National Education Policy. In that, the number one stands for holistic development, that is holistic education. The policy aims to create a holistic education which combines the sciences, social sciences, arts, humanities and sports. We have seen in schools the language teachers or the subject teachers like MPCB, they might be always ready to take the PT period, physical education period, which was there only for 2 periods in a week. But in spite of that, the children, though they are ready to enjoy the classes, they won't be getting the classes properly because of the name of examination, in the name of any other subject completion, they might not be getting the sports period. So the holistic development, which includes a complete set of academic and non-academic, the curriculum, co-curriculum and the extracurricular subjects. So all these things are very important. It's not only focusing on academic. The next is functional literacy and numeracy, especially in the kindergarten session. Once if you are taking, it was being designed in a systematic way only in the National Education Policy. Prior to that, there were no any kindergarten session at all. This policy is aiming to ensure that all the subjects and achieve fundamental literacy and numeracy skills up to grade 2. So the pre-KG, LKG, UKG and grade 1 and 2 also includes. The next one is if you are taking flexibility. The policy aims to the students the flexibility to choose their learning trajectories and programs. You might have seen in NIOS, it was there for a long back, but still most of the people do not know what is NIOS, the National Institute of Open Schooling. Every state has this board. Of course, now there was little awareness and the knowledge was given to the parents as well as for the schools. And there are schools who are making that into a center of this NIOS, and they are welcoming the students to join. So NIOS, the people can choose their own subjects and they can involve in any of the sports or subjects, any kind of core subjects they can choose, and they can go for the examination. And this is really a boon for the people who are involved in the sports outstanding performance. They are going for practice, they are going for zonal, they are going for national athletics or whatever it is. And the people who are really struggling hard in their health issues or any other kind of family issues, it will be very, very useful for them to have this flexibility. Then multidisciplinary education. So the policy here in NEP aims to the barriers between the different areas of learning, such as arts, science, and the curriculars and extracurricular activities and the occasional and academic streams. So in this multidisciplinary education, the children need to focus on all the angle. As I said, people are only focused now towards academic. Very few people who are interested to join their kids in the sports and extracurricular activities. It's not 100% happening. So in this way, the multidisciplinary education gives you a holistic development for the children. Then critical thinking. The policy here is to encourage the critical thinking and creativity to promise the logical decision making and innovation. So this is also one of the very, very important point here. The universal education. Here the national education policy is to universalize the pre-primary education. Earlier it was 10+2, but now the national education policy has been introduced 5, 4 plus 4. So it has been introduced in this way. Then the distance education. Similarly, the vocational education is also one of the very, very important tool here in national education policy. The policy here aims to increase the focus on vocational and adult education and incorporate the vocational education right from the preschool to 12th standard. It is one of the vital point we can say, because the students are only focusing on the subjects, whereas the life skill, vocational skills has to be introduced in the schools for the children right from kindergarten to +2. Then the distance learning mode. The policy here aims to the standards of the distance learning by introducing online courses, digital repositories and credit-based recognition of the massive open online courses. That is called MOOC. So this is one of the very vital points, because the people, whoever, wherever it is, they can get the education possible. That is distance education mode of learning. Then the global collaborations. See, the policy aims to encourage the global collaborations by allowing institutions to form the partnership with the foreign universities and supporting the faculty of exchange programs. The schools are organizing very important programs of exchanging the culture exchanging programs also there. It's called like Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. Every state has been paired with another state. For example, Tamil Nadu is paired with Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir. Andhra Pradesh is paired with Punjab. So like every state has been paired with each other. So where these students can be taken into a cultural exchange programs with their food, culture, habits, all those things, tradition can be exchanged via learning through this kind of a collaboration. Similarly, the students can be taken to the abroad and they can have that culture also. Most of the schools, they started utilizing these programs as well, and this also gives a very good important role in this. The next one is reduced courses and the contents. So the content policy here, the national education policy aims to reduce the curriculum load of the students and their baggage, weightage of the homework and all those terms, making all the things into digitalization, and that is one of the very important tool here. Then health and well-being. When there is a body fit, when their soul and mind and body is fit, then only they can able to focus on anything. So their food habits, the right kind of water consumption, and the right sleeping hours, the regular intervals of taking intake of food, everything is important here. So the health and well-being is also included in this national education policy for the students. It's not only based on academic and mark oriented. Here the policy aims to give more focus to the students and health, particularly the mental health, through the deployment of the counselors and the social workers. Usually the schools will have normally out of every 500 there might be a particular kind of a 500 to 1000 strength. There must be compulsory duty nurse must be there, and after that they will be in a position to take care of the students in case of their ill health, in case of any other problems, because nowadays the schools are facing lot of problems due to social media and the digitalization of content which is being telecasted in the TV, magazine, news. Always there was a negative propaganda. So always the students are the younger children, they become a prey for that. So in order to make their well-being not only physically, mentally strong, we need more counselors for the students to find out their problems and give a right solution for them. Because the students, whenever they face some problems, they might be very, very difficult to disclose that. Even sometimes they hesitate to tell to their friends and their peer groups. Sometimes they hesitate to the teachers to disclose out of fear. They never disclose to their parents. So in that way, where the children can able to easily approach the counselor and explain each and everything in a right way. So this is very, very important, not only for the students. There are a certain curriculum is being introduced in national education policy, not only for the students and for the teachers, it is also for the parents, because they are the one who can able to bring up the students in a right way, where the parents are there at home taking care as a mother, as a parent, father, but in the school teachers are called as the second parents. So this national education policy gives a holistic development in all the areas, especially for the schools, for the people who are involved in this. As I told you, the pillars of the society tips, it is very, very useful, and implementation is a challenge here. I hope in my following videos you will be knowing about each and every points whichever is included in the national education policy, and you will try to implement this in your schools, which will be very, very useful for the people, and you will see the tremendous result shortly. Thank you.